Our two guests today are Ruchi Agarwal. She is the director of India Association of Greater Boston, known as IAGB. She is also chair of a Public Relations Committee. Then we also have with us today Praveena Nadulota. He is vice president of IAGB and chair of IAGB's fundraising committee. We are going to talk to both of them today about upcoming IAGB's Republic Day celebrations in January. Welcome to our studio, Ruchi. Thanks for coming.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you, Pendraji, for hosting us.
Yes, welcome. I'm glad finally it is happening today.
Exactly.
So, Ruchi, let's, if you can give us in a nut outset, that what are the new things happening this year at Republic Day?
So first, to start off with, for the first time it's going to be an all-day Mela. Usually, traditionally, we've just done the cultural program from 4 to 7. And the grand finale of this event is the Antakshari event, which IAGB is hosting for its first time. We've already held the prelims for that, and the semi-finals are coming up on January 7th, so I would urge the community to sign up for that. And the finals are not to be missed, which is going to be from 7 to 10 on January 28th. The other part of the all-day Mela is 7 competitions, which folks should also sign up for. The competitions include kite making, chess, art, essay writing, poem writing, science, and there are different age groups, so everybody should sign up for those.
Excellent, thank you. Praveena, now let's come back to you. Before we talk about fundraising, if you can elaborate on the points and the type of items which IAGB is going to have, what Ruchi mentioned.
Yeah. Thanks again, Upendraji, for hosting us.
Sure.
It's great to be here and talk about IAGB. So this year we are doing Mela. It's a carnival, right? So we have different events starting at 12 o'clock noontime, going up to 10 o'clock in the night. So we thought of doing something which will attract all age group and people from different communities. For example, we have kite making, we have science quiz, we have geography B, we have essay writing, so all these different things. And then we have the usual cultural program. This time the theme is Unity and Diversity. We have 15 very highly qualified performers coming and performing. We had number of entries coming in, but you had to shorten it to 15 entries because we do have grand finale of Antakshari. So as you know, Antakshari we started with 32 teams. We narrowed it down to 10 teams, and we will have the semi-final in Lowell on the 7th of January. It's going to be in Priya Restaurant. Like Ruchi mentioned, we would like to ask support from everybody to come and cheer the teams. And on the finals, grand finale is going to be on Republic Day.
So out of this at Priya Restaurant, out of 10 teams, how many will go to finals?
4 teams will make it to the final. So that's why we call it as semi-finals now.
Okay.
So the 10 team, if you see the preliminary where we had competition, 8 rounds with 32 teams, these are very energetic teams, a lot of creative teams. You cannot make mistakes on lyrics, for example. There's an instant check on the lyrics, so you really need to know the songs to qualify. It's going to be a fun event. It's going to be $10 per person, but it comes with the food. Actually, we are charging for food.
So that is in at the restaurant in Lowell.
That's on 7th of January.
7th of January. Okay.
Yeah, that's in Priya Restaurant. Thank you.
Now, so Antakshari is, what about the language? Hindi all or any?
It's all Hindi. It's all Hindi.
Okay.
So maybe you're giving us some ideas for the future.
Okay, no, I just wanted to make sure that our readers know that,
Exactly.
they should come when expecting Hindi, they should not come there expecting Tamil or something else and find, this is all.
No, it's funny you asked that, like I used to do it actually as a kid. We used to do in both languages, like Kannada and Hindi, because people know a lot of Hindi songs.
Sure, sure.
So I think Hindi is being universal. People come there, probably sing with the team, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
But also if you look at the demographics today in Massachusetts or New England, there is a very large number of South Indian population. and growing exponentially.
Yeah.
So maybe in the future, that's what's considered.
Maybe something for the future, but you'll also see that the same people will also watch Bollywood movies.
Sure.
If you go to any Bollywood movie screening,
Absolutely,
it's the same crowd.
absolutely.
So they know the songs well.
Okay.
So you will see some of the competitors there are
Yeah.
from South. So
Okay.
it's really, unity in diversity as far as Bollywood is concerned.
So that's a great. Now the question is that it's a day-long event, and IEGB program has always started in the afternoon and then ended at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Now I hear that you guys are going to start at 12 o'clock. So if you can talk a little bit about logistics, that how the logistics is going to play.
So 12 o'clock when we'll start, it's the different 7 competitions that we've identified is what is going to start. Each one will have its lead. There will be somebody to check in the people that are going to sign up for those competitions. Those will usually end by 3 o'clock or so. The judging and the other things might get announced later, but hopefully it's segmented enough so that different groups of crowd can enjoy the events. There's a gap and then they can sit and enjoy the other events too. So 12 to 3, mostly those competitions will get held. Then 4 to 6:30 or so is the cultural competition piece. That will be held then, and 7 to 10 is the Antakshari. So there's a break in between all of these competitions so that people can go out, get some food, enjoy the food vendors, which is the important aspect of how our program runs, because these vendors have, give us some money in terms of the booths that they get. So it's broken down into segments. People can enjoy each of these segments and then get to socialize with the community also.
Excellent. Now, Pavina, you in the past you have always been a very key part of the IAGB's cultural committee, and if you can talk a little bit about what type of cultural program IAGB will have this year.
So, like I mentioned before, the theme of cultural items is unity in diversity. So what happened was, as usual, we had a record number of entries coming in. So we had to screen it, and since we have very limited time, we accepted only 15 entries this time. So we had to disappoint a lot of people who are regular performers, but unfortunately we can accommodate only 15. So it's going to be very high quality program. And some of the teams that you've seen in the past was also performing. There are some newcomers also. So you will see a very, very high quality program this time. But that will come in between, like Ruchi said, we're going to start the program at 12 o'clock. And there'll be a lot of these probably kids events, kite making and quizzes and other things. So it's going to be probably a rolling crowd. So we'll come, some people are interested in this and some people are interested in cultural event. And later, Antakshari, so it's probably grand finale. So we are squeezing the culture between those two big events.
Yeah. Now, since you are heading the fundraising, if you can talk a little bit about that, how you're going to do that.
Yeah, so any non-profit unfortunately also needs some money. So thanks for asking about it. It's a great opportunity to connect with Indian community. As IAGB is an umbrella organization, a lot of, I got a call from a big retailer recently saying, can we reach out to Indian community? And when I went and talked to the manager, she said she read the Wall Street Journal article where she found out Indians are the highest migrant community in the last 10 years. So there is really a lot of people want to reach out to Indians. You being in the media,
Sure.
You're the first one to know.
Sure.
So we are providing a platform there. So since the program is going to be long, suppose if you have the booth, instead of having exposure for 4 or 5 hours, now you have from 12 o'clock to 10 o'clock. It's a much longer time. You can also reach out through brochure, which we always print in multicolor brochure we have. We have web advertisement. And the other one that we have recently introduced is a newsletter. I believe you were heading that in the past, and we introduced it again. Zaira ji is leading that. So there are different ways now we can reach out to Indian community through IAGB. Of course, the last one is our IAGB website,
Sure.
Which get a lot of hits during this time. So we give a lot of offers for the small business and small vendors. they can go to iagb.org and register themselves. There is, the steps on how to register themselves clearly explained there in the website. But if it is a corporation where they want to do multiple things, then we talk to them and give them the package that suits their need.
Okay. Now, Ruchi, if you can talk a little bit about, say, difference between India Day, which is the Independence Day in summer, and then Republic Day, which comes in January in the really heart of winter here. That what is the difference between these two different type of programs?
Just a couple of things I want to add to what Praveena said before I go on to your question is we want the community to know that this time we are doing a food drive as part of a community services initiative. So everyone is encouraged to bring something for a food drive. There will be bins and people there who will collect items for the food drive. That is also a new initiative that we are taking on this year as part of the Republic Day. So to come back to your question, basically Republic Day is in an auditorium. As you said, it's in the peak of winter, so it has to be held in a closed setting, in an auditorium-like setting, whereas Hatch Shell...
And this is Burlington Marriott High School, right?
This is the Burlington High School.
Okay.
So it's an auditorium-like setting because it's in the peak of the winter, but the advantage here is that I think as Christmas is the most popular season, the holidays, everybody gets done with it. And people, I think in New England, have something to look forward to in the month of January. And hopefully this will keep them occupied in the month of January as people prepare for the cultural competitions. Now going back, contrasting it, the India Day program at Hatch Shell is in the peak of summer. It's an outdoor open setting where since it's an outdoor open, there are some logistic challenges in the sense that the voice or the audio doesn't reach the participants who are behind. But it's a great opportunity for people to mingle around, enjoy the Mela. It's a beautiful setting on the Charles River, and you can just sit there, make it like a picnic, put your blankets, and just enjoy the cultural programs. So it's two very contrast settings that these programs are held in.
Just for our readers, I just wanted to make sure that the event is at Burlington High School in Burlington.
Yes, that is absolutely.
And that is on January
28th.
January 28th, which is Sunday.
Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
Perfect, excellent, good. Now, Praveena, for you is many of our viewers may not have seen the IGB program before. So, if you can give us the 3 reasons why they should come to Republic Day.
One, we are doing the live Antakshari for the first time in the region, so it's going to be a lot of fun. The second thing, the quality of the program, whether it is cultural program or anything that we put on the stage, there's a lot of effort goes into that. And the third reason is, of course, the delicious food. Mm-hmm. So you have good Indian food with a good Indian cultural program on a very cold winter day. And for the kids, if they're performing or if they're participating in any of these activities or performing at the stage, that gives them some time to burn their energy. So it's an all-day event. We expect the rolling crowd. I don't expect, parents with small kids coming at 12 o'clock, staying up to like 10 o'clock in the night. But, people who are interested in cultural can participate in that segment. And same thing with the Antakshari event at the end.
Yeah. Now, last year, IAGB was charging a fee for the entrance. This year, you have not yet decided yet what's going to happen.
We are not yet decided. Most likely, probably will stay with the same policy like last year. One other thing that helped us, it's not so much about the money part, but it's about the discipline, people coming in, and also, we engage a private security to help them manage the crowd. It was very well managed last year. Mm-hmm. So it brought in some, people come into the front desk, and which incidentally Ruchi is heading. Yeah. We're giving a band to everybody. So it's more regulated setting than just people walking in and out.
So now, I think, IAGB has done in the last 1 year, your new committee has taken a lot of new initiatives, a lot of new things. The guys did play. Then now you have added this Antakshari, you have added the concept of Mela, and how your members and the community is taking these new initiatives?
It's a very good question, Upendraji. When JIG became president, one of the promise from her is to do 4 events a year, and we had the holiday luncheon.
Yeah, I was there. It was absolutely fantastic. It
Yeah,
was so
that
much.
that was the 4th event. So, like you said, in the past we used to have Republic Day and India Day as the 2 key events. So we added a play in May. So this year also we'll have one in April, May, and a luncheon. So that was the 4th event. It is received very well in the community. People want to meet their friends and sometime this is a good setting where they come and have Indian food, watch Indian culture program, whether it could be a picnic setting on India Day or very formal play or just a luncheon. So we are giving different avenue for people to come together, and it's very well received by the community.
And Ruchi, I also hear that there is also uptick in the membership in the IAGB, right?
That is correct. Although the IAGB membership runs from 1st of September to 31st of July, but each year as we gear up towards Republic Day, the membership increases. And we are also looking into, and soon I think the folks will get news of, is trying to change some of the bylaws which will help us increase the membership even more.
Very good. Praveena, your last word on Republic Day.
We welcome the community. Please come. It's going to be a very relaxing, enjoyable day with your friends. So come and support us, and also come for semi-finals in Lowell on 7th of January. That's also Saturday in Priya Restaurant.
That would be fun. Actually, Priya Restaurant is reviewed by our newspaper as one of the best restaurants here in Boston, Massachusetts.
I agree. I live very close to that, and I'm going there for the last 7-8 years. I always had very good experience with the restaurant.
Ruchi, your last word.
So the last word I would like to say is that we print this program brochure, and for the folks who cannot take the booths, I would encourage them to give an advertisement or a coupon or something in the brochure, because what we also do is we send the e-brochure to all our mailing subscriber list, which is a huge number of folks that this goes out to as e-brochure. So if you cannot take a booth, give us an advertisement in the program brochure.
Excellent. Praveena, thank you very much.
Thank you, Pindraji.
And thank you very much for coming, and I'm glad that we sat down today.
Thank you.
And all the best for the program.
Thank you.